Culver's Butterburgers, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Welcome to delicious and your new job, because Culver's is hiring. In their restaurants, team members and teamwork are everything. When you join the True Blue Crew, you'll become involved in a supportive, fast-paced environment while having the opportunity to grow and develop personally and professionally. Work hard for them, and they'll work just as hard for you. That's the Culver's way. Apply online at culvers.com.
A great lawn or even a garden starts at the seed. Your local Southern States in Glasgow has all the seed you need. Seed for your lawns and gardens, and pasture seed. Right now is an important time to turn your attention to your home lawn, garden, and pastures. Look for areas that need reseeding. New seeds, new fertilizer to help new grass take root and grow. Fertilizer is important throughout the growing season. Southern States also carries everything you need to get rid of all the weeds that go with lawn and garden work. Southern States on Sampson Street in Glasgow.
It's finally time to get on the court. Basketball season is here. And from the first tip of the ball to the time the net is cut, SCRTC is here to help you make the shot with the fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gig for SCRTC fiber customers and 15 meg for copper customers. Residential internet packages with and without phone are available. Never miss a shot from your team when they play on TV with the SCRTC Sports Package. With the current fiber expansions, SCRTC service areas are growing constantly. Make the SCRTC three-point shot today with phone, TV, and internet.
At ATM Media Solutions, we offer low-cost, high-quality advertising with rates that can fit any marketing budget. Businesses can reach new customers about the products and services they offer. We have 3 locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, at the 31E and Trojan Trail intersection, and at Highway 90 East Burkesville Road. Give us a call and we can discuss how your business can advertise with us.
Call Crystal at ATM Media Solutions at 629-4542. That's 629-4542.
You're listening to Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Basketball Tournament presented by South Central Kentucky Community Entertainment.
It is halftime of the girls' 4th Region Championship game. Bowling Green 21, Barren County 19. Take a look at the halftime stats in a moment. Brought to you by Kirby and Moore LLP, 1020 College Street, downtown Bowling Green. And this Farm Bureau Barren County halftime report is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau agents Eric Spain Howard and Josh Harden. Cleveland Avenue office, Glasgow. Wishing good luck to the teams. Bowling Green in the first half shot 9 of 21 for the field for 42.9%. They were 0 of 7 on three-point shots, 3 of 5 from the foul line, 16 rebounds in the first half for Bowling Green, 5 on the offensive end. They had 5 assists, 6 turnovers, 4 block shots, and 4 steals. Lynn Kayla James has hit all 5 of her field goal attempts, 12 points and 6 rebounds for James, 5 points for Meadow Tisdale, 2 for Tadea Bailey, and 2 points for Janiyah Bailey. For the Trojanetts, 8 of 23 in the first half from the field for 34.8%, 1 of 5 on three-point shots, 2 for 2 from the foul line, 13 rebounds, 4 on the offensive end, 4 assists, 5 turnovers, and 4 steals. Abby Varney leads the way in scoring for Barren County, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 11 points for the freshman, 2 points for freshman Katie Murphy, 4 points for 8th grader Katie Geralds, and 2 points for 8th grader Katie Elmore in the first half. It was tied 13 all at the end of the first quarter. Bowling Green scores 8, Barren scores 6 in the second period, and Barren County's Raven Ennis has been on the bench. He only played 6 minutes in the first half, had 2 fouls, and did not score.
We're getting some good contributions from a lot of places, and I know Katie Murphy and Abby Varney and Emma Hughes played all 16 minutes of that first half, so we're going to have that jolt from Raven coming back in after setting out pretty much the whole first half with those 2 fouls to give us a little energy and obviously some offense as well. The rebound battle, they ended up with 7 second chance points. We ended up with 5. I'm okay with that. Ultimately, they ended up with 1 more offensive rebound than we did. I'm okay with that as well. If those numbers stay there and we're able to maybe knock down a few more shots, this is going to be a basketball game. They've actually turned it over more times than we have. So the stat sheet is playing out like the game we want it to. I really really like our game plan. I really like some things that Piper's done, and we're where we want to be at halftime. Both teams have been back and forth. They've led it for 6 minutes. We've led it for 5.5 minutes, and it's been tied for the other 4. So this is as close as a game as you would want. We cannot let them go on a run here to open the third period, though, as it will be their basketball to start the half.
Yeah. And Brian Webb will be back to talk with Barren County coach Piper Lindsay after this break on the Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Tournament, brought to you by Sky CTC on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
Sealing and Striping wants to congratulate all the teams in the 4th Region Tournament and remind you that Old Man Winter wreaks havoc on driveways and parking lots. Whether it's commercial or residential sealing and striping, one company has been a true leader. Reynolds Sealing and Striping has had you covered since 1982. Reynolds Sealing and Striping has a huge lead, experienced staff for a seal with curb appeal, so you can hide the signs of winter. Free estimates. Call 270-781-6609. Need a job? They're currently hiring. Visit reynoldscorporation.com.
Everyone wants to protect their loved ones. Atmos Energy understands that, which is why we put safety first, and second, and third. Let's just say it's very important. But reliable, dependable service is also really important, and impeccable 24/7 customer service is a priority too. It's all part of what we do every day for our customers at Atmos Energy.
We got to battle. I mean, they're bigger than we are, but we got to keep fighting and just never stop.
Thanks, Coach. Culver's Butterburgers on Scottsdale Road is hiring right now. If you know anybody that needs to get a great job, get in there with the blue crew. Jay, you'd work there just for the discount, man. I know you would. Today is caramel truffle. You say caramel or caramel? How do you say it?
Caramel.
Caramel. There you go. That's the Gamelia way to say it, everybody. Hey, I've enjoyed these. That's the last one of the week, and hey, whoever goes deserves to be there. What a great game! What a great matchup. We've grown to love. Jay Turner.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We are 1 minute away from the start of the second half. Our third quarter coming up, brought to you by Bowling Green Refrigeration, Heating, and Cooling, serving South Central Kentucky for more than 25 years. Turn to the experts. Well, as far as the foul situation went in the first half, we mentioned about Ravenettas picked up 2 there early and played 6 minutes in the first quarter. Kaya Gray picked up 2 for Bowling Green, but Gray came back in the ballgame and finished playing 12 minutes in the first half.
Yeah, like I said, they don't adhere to that rule. A lot of coaches will, once you get 2, you don't go back in the first quarter or first half unless something drastically goes wrong. Bowling Green did that other night with Tisdale when they played Franklin, put her back in. I think she even had 3 and put her back in. And put Gray back in. This is going to be a nip and tuck second half. I really do believe, and it's going to come down to the little things. The little things add up over the course of the game, especially when things are close. So we've got to take care of the basketball. We were a little shaky with our handles in a couple of situations, just passing and catching, just little bitty things that, you think don't matter, but ultimately in this close game it's going to.
Barren County hit one Oak Tree 3 in the first half. Bowling Green did not. They went 0 for 7 in the first half from behind the arc. Barren County took 5 3-point attempts, and it was Abby Varney that hit the Oak Tree 3.
See if we can give Katie Murphy the same jolt we gave her in the semifinal game. She was exactly where she is right now. She had 2 free throws, and she ended the game with 15. That would be a big boost if she's able to throw some in for us as well.
And Bowling Green's basketball to start the second half as Bailey will toss it in to Gray. We're underway here in the third quarter. As Gray goes left side with it to Bennett, comes back out to Gray, goes right side over to Bailey. Bailey looking inside. There's Tisdale down low, puts it up, and it rolls in.
Good play. They screened, used their bigs to screen each other in an open shot for Tisdale.
And 23-19 Bowling Green lead. And here is Hughes going up with a shot. She gets fouled by James.
Good attack from Emma.
Her second. That'll be the first on the Lady Purples in the second half. And Emma Hughes will be at the line for Barren County for 2 free throw tosses, shooting 60.5% from the charity stripe on the season. The first free throw is good.
Emma don't put it on the floor and attack a whole lot, but it was needed in that situation, and she went into James's body enough to get the second foul on her.
And so Hughes back at the line for a second shot. It's up and it spins out. Rebound to James for Bowling Green. 3-point lead for the Lady Purples, 23-20. Bailey gives it out to Gray. And now Gray out between the circles. Gets it over to Bailey. In the corner goes to Tisdale. Back out to Bailey. Bailey goes to Gray on the left wing. That goes in the corner to Bennett. Fires up a 3-point shot, and it's an air ball. Chased down by Raven Ennis. See what Raven Ennis can do here in the second half after spending much of the time in the first half on the bench. Here's Varney. Bluffs the 3. Drives in. And we got a foul called on somebody.
That's going to be on 12, Bailey, who was really impeding her path to the basket.
And so that'll be her first and Bowling Green's second foul. Bennett's going to check out for Bowling Green as they bring Briley back in for the Lady Purples. Here's Murphy looking, gets it in there to Hughes, shoots over James. A jumper won't go. And a rebound pulled down by James.
And they just got to play through it. Those are the shots that we really need her to hit. And she's very, very, very capable of.
Gray with it. Out top, goes right side with it to Briley. Briley back out to Gray. Gray sends it over to Bailey. Bailey in the corner, Tisdale fakes, kicks it back to Bailey. She drives into the lane. Jump shot is no good. And James lost the handle trying to go up with it. Varney's got it for the Trojanetts. Varney looking, gives it out to Ennis. Can't shoot the 3, but she's going to drive in from the free throw line. Can't shoot it, but here's London. Back out to Ennis. Ennis hooks it back to Varney. Varney trying to go left. Taken away from her by Gray. Gray for Bowling Green. Out in front of everybody. Will go in for the layup. It is good.
We got to get back down the floor. We can't jog, especially back on the defensive end.
Bowling Green's largest lead at 5. It's 25-20. We played almost 2 minutes of the third quarter. And Varney spins away from Bailey, goes up with a left elbow shot, and it's off the mark. Rebound comes off to Gray for Bowling Green.
We got to settle down a little bit on the offensive end. We have only hit 1 free throw.
And Gray dribbling out the WKU Tau logo midcourt, gives it over to Briley, back out to Gray. Gray heads right, gives it now to Bailey, down inside. Here's Tisdale putting it up and in.
Same play they ran to open the half, and we need a sub or a timeout 1.
And Coach Piper Lindsay's going to bring in Katie Geralds, looks like. Here's a ball deflected out of bounds off the hand of James. And so Katie Geralds will come in. And who's she coming in for? Raven Ennis. 27-20. Bowling Green now with a 7-point lead. 5:31 to go in the third quarter. This ball comes out to Katie Murphy. Now Murphy trying to put the dribble down against Gray. Gives it over to Geralds. Now Geralds has picked up her dribble. Goes to Varney with it. Now Varney back out to Geralds. Geralds goes left side to London. Now London putting down one dribble, throws it straight away back out to Gerald. Gerald's at the top of the key. Gerald spinning around, looking, giving it off to Hughes. Hughes trying to go against Tisdale. Bounce pass over to London. She's going to fire up a three-point shot. It bounces off. Batted up in the air, pulled down by Tisdale. Bowling Green wants to run with it. Tisdale had it swatted away from behind by Varney and out of bounds.
Yeah, kind of ricocheted off. Murphy got it to go off her knee, but Varney was trying to chase it down and actually knocked it out of bounds.
And so Briley will toss it in, lobs it out to Tisdale. They give it to Gray. Gray goes back to Briley. They feed it down low in there to Tisdale. Throws up the shot, is partially blocked. And Varney's got it for the Trojanetts as Bailey trying to stay with her. Now Varney trying to get away from Bailey, and there's a foul on Bailey. Her second, team's third.
She really was giving her the elbow all the way down the floor, so that's the correct call.
She's going to go out and replaced by Janiyah Bailey. Also, they're bringing back in Emma Husky for Peyton Briley.
Got to get some points on the board. They're on a 6-1 run to start the quarter.
Ennis down the left corner to Hughes. She circles out, gives to Murphy. Trying to penetrate, can't go. Gives it back to Hughes, trying to drive against Gray. Gives to Gerald from 17. No, it's short. Ennis with a rebound, throws it back up and in.
Good second chance opportunity. Just went and got it. What's more, we need to do more of that.
27-22. Bowling Green with a 5-point lead. And 4:15 to play in the third quarter.
First field goal comes almost halfway through the period.
Right side it goes to Bailey. Down in the corner, Husky. And here's a pass picked off by Ennis. And then stolen back. And then Ennis trying to go and does for the loose ball. Feeds it down to Varney. Varney, and it goes up with a shot. And she gets fouled by Bailey.
You know, we've had some kids step up in big situations tonight, and every possession is going to matter. Right there, we just pushed on in transition and attacked Bowling Green, end up with some free throws at the line.
Abby Varney, 71.6% shooter from the free throw line. Scored 11 points in the first half, and her first free throw is on the way. Ooh, missed it bad. Barren County 1 of 3 at the line here in the third quarter. And Varney for one more. And eyes a mark, throws it up, and it's too strong. Rebound comes off to Tisdale. She doesn't miss 2 in a row very often. 27-22, Bowling Green. 3:50 to play here in the third quarter. Gray with the basketball, gives it out to Husky. Husky now sends it off to Bailey. Now Bailey working around to the right side. Long bounce pass off to Gray. Getting around Murphy. Throws it back in the left corner. Husky with a three. It is way short. Missed everything. Hughes has it for the Trojanetts. Gets rid of it to Ennis. Ennis sends it down to Varney on the right side. Back to Ennis. Can't shoot. Back it comes to Murphy. Murphy hooks it off over to Gerald's. Now Gerald's trying to go against James. Now feeds it off to Hughes. He drives it right down the lane. Puts it up and in.
Defense just didn't react, and Emma did.
Barren back within 3. It's 27-24. 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. Tisdale with the basketball. We'll get rid of it back out to Gray. So we come down to the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Bowling Green 27, Barren County 24. Left side Husky. In the corner is Bailey. Fakes, drives in, throws it off to Tisdale. Tisdale spins, goes up with a bank shot. No good. Rebound put back up, no good. But a foul on Barren County. And it's going to send Janiyah Bailey to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Barren County foul number 23, Emma Hughes. That's their first team's third.
First foul of the second half on the Trojanetts.
Emma doing just about everything she can do on both ends of the floor.
Bailey puts it up. It's no good.
I said earlier, we're going to give up some offensive rebounds, and we just have to limit those and can't give them up every single possession down the floor.
Katie Elmore comes in to replace Abby Varney for Barren County. And it's Janiyah Bailey back to the line for Bowling Green. Her second shot goes up, and she missed it. Rebound comes off to Gerald's.
Chance to tie it here if we can hit a three. Yep. We've only hit one Oak Tree
Just
three
one.
this afternoon, though.
And now Katie Murphy, defended by Gray, goes left side off the screen. They give it off now to Elmore. Elmore circles around to the right side. And it's stolen away by Tisdale. Gets rid of it off to Husky. Turnover by Barren. Gives to Bailey. Back out to Gray with 2:20 left in the third quarter.
Just jumped in the passing lane. They knew we were handing it off. We've been doing the same offense pretty much the whole game, just our motion offense. They jumped it and got a turnover.
Goes back to Bailey on the right side. Down to the corner to Husky. Now Husky looking. Floats it back out to Gray. Coming down to 2 minutes to go in the third. Here's Tisdale wanting to drive with it. Goes up with a jumper, and it's good. That was a tough shot.
And the defender on both sides, and she made it over top of Gerald.
29-24. Ennis wanting to drive to the bucket. Has it blocked out of bounds. Barren County will keep it underneath with 1:50 to play in the third quarter. And now Tadea Bailey is checked back in along with Bennett for Bowling Green. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Calvin Head. This will be a 30-second timeout with 1:50 to play here in the third quarter. Bowling Green 29, Barren County 24. This is a Southern Lanes Bowling Alley timeout.
Both teams average right around the same mark. They average 53. We average 51. So this is a low-scoring game, and that's where we need it to be honest with you. We give up. Well, they both give up 43 points a game, so the defense is maybe taking a little bit more precedence in the offense right now, and we're okay with that. We got 5 this quarter. They've got, 8? So it's an 8-5 quarter.
Yeah, Tisdale has 6 of Bowling Green's 8 points in the third quarter.
James doesn't have any, does she?
No. Gray has the other basket.
So they've kind of switched and went to Tisdale, and we've done a good job neutralizing James.
Barren County's ball, 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Bowling Green up 5, 29-24. Zinnis on the left baseline will toss it in. As she gets it in the corner to Elmore. Out to Murphy. And ball knocked away from behind. Going to catch Tisdale with a foul coming from behind. That'll be her second. Bowling Green's 5th of the second half.
It's a weird timeout in a way by Bowling Green because we get the ball out under and they gave us a chance to set up the play. We'll get another chance at it here.
And Ennis will toss it in once again for the Trojanetts. Sends it out to Geralds. Geralds goes back to Ennis. Fires up a 15-footer that's blocked and a foul called. It's either on Tisdale or James.
Tisdale.
They put it on Tisdale. That's her third and the 6th Bowling Green foul of the second half.
I said last night against the Franklin, in the Franklin game, that we needed to attack, and I've said it in the pregame, we need to continue to drive the ball at them into their bodies.
Raven Ennis at the line for 2. The first one is in there. Barren was only 1 of 4 at the stripe until that make by Raven Ennis for only her 3rd point tonight. 29-25. Bowling Green with a 4-point lead as Katie Murphy's going to get a break here, and Abby Varney back in the lineup. And here's the shot up for Ennis. It's good. Makes it 29-26. Bowling Green with a 3-point lead. Gray trying to get it across the line. Works it around to the right side. Now down to 1:34 left. 3-point Bowling Green lead. Left side it goes to Bennett. Bennett in the corner, covered up by Varney. Smacked it out of her hands and out of bounds.
The ball pressure's been real good right now. Quick quarter. A minute and a half left.
And Bailey will toss it in for Bowling Green as it comes out to Gray. Goes to Bennett, back to Gray. They give it to Bailey on the right wing. Down the corner to Bennett. Going to fire it up. 3 in the air. No good. James gets the rebound. James lost the handle, but Gray scoops it up and throws it up in the lane. Backed it up, no good. James going back up with it, and it rolls in.
Offensive rebounds right now.
31-26. Here's Ennis with the basketball. Gives it off to Hughes. Now Ennis will fire up a 3-point shot. Nails it.
Emma gave it right back to her, and she had a chance to set her feet.
Oak Tree 3 for Raven Ennis, and it's 31-29. Barren within 2. 45 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Been in this 3-2 zone all half, and we stay in it here to close the third. Need a stop to continue the momentum into the last period.
Gray dribbling the basketball out front. Down to 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Nobody out on her. Barron's back into the zone right there. 23 seconds to play. Bowling Green 31, Barren County 29 here in this championship game of the 4th region tournament. Gray just bending over, dribbling the basketball down to 10. And here's Bennett back out to Gray. Gray working the right side, gives to Bailey. Bailey pulls up and shoots the jumper and hit it.
Oh, another tough shot.
And a steal. Here's a shot back up at the horn. No good, but that is the third quarter. And Bowling Green has a 4-point lead. It's 33-29 after 3. Back with the fourth quarter in a moment on the Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Tournament. Brought to you by Sky CTC on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
This is Terry Bunnell, Chairman, President, and CEO of the People's Bank. We want to be your community bank, one that you can trust and rely on. A place where not only are your banking needs met, but you're also greeted with a friendly face. It's neighbors helping neighbors. Local people helping local people. At the People's Bank, let us work for you. The People's Bank working for you, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Making your funeral arrangements in advance is one last wonderful gift you can give the loved ones who'll be left behind. By freeing them from the burden of many details, you give them time to do the work of grieving and caring for one another. Let A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home help with the reflection and the remembrance. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home is following all CDC guidelines to help keep you and your family safe.
A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, serving our community since 1928. 201 East Washington Street in Glasgow. Call them at 651-2080.
You're listening to Don Franklin Glasgow 4th Region Basketball Tournament presented by South Central Kentucky Community and Technical.
Fourth and final quarter, Diddle Arena, 4th Region Championship game on the line. Bowling Green 33, Barren County 29. Ennis gets the ball in play to Murphy. Murphy handling the point, gives it over to Elmore on the right side. James backs off of her, gives it to Varney, top of the key against Tisdale. Now Varney gets rid of it out to Hughes. Hughes wants to drive. She'll go up with a shot. No. Rebound taken by Bennett. Not a good shot right there. No, forced it up there. Gray with the basketball. Gray in the front court. 7:35 to go and a 4-point Bowling Green lead. Bennett with it out front. Left side it goes to Gray. And now Gray goes back left side over to Bennett once again. And a pass knocked down, stolen by Ennis. As Varney forced the turnover, Ennis driving to the basket, flips it up, got it, and a foul.
I'm not sure why, but Gray backed off of her and went to Katie Murphy, which opened up the path for a clean cut to the basket, a Bearded Eagle clean cut barbershop to the basket, and we'll have an and one to get it to one.
Raven Ennis has scored all 9 of her points here in the second half and has pulled Barren County back within 2 at 7:18 to go in the basketball game. Ennis at the line with a chance to make an old-fashioned 3-point play, and she does.
Got a nice jolt from her in the second half after setting out the first.
Ball comes into James, gives it back to Tisdale. Tisdale trying to work it up, and now needs some help in the backcourt. Throws it over to Bailey on the left side. 7:09 to go in a 1-point ball game.
Still in the zone.
Gray with it out front for Bowling Green. Gets rid of it out to Tisdale. Tisdale goes to Husky out of the corner. Here's Bailey with a shot, and it's in there for 3.
It's their first 3 of the night. They were, I think, 0 of 10 before that.
Yep. Oak Tree 3 for Tanea Bailey gives Bowling Green a 4-point lead. And here is Elmore leaving it out with Varney. Varney on the dribble. 6:40 to go in the basketball game. Winner goes to Rupp Arena in the state tournament a week from Wednesday. Hughes with it on the left side to Murphy. Drives baseline. Spin. Kicks it back out to Ennis. Slides over. 17 foot. Got blocked. Foul on Bailey.
She pump fakes, went around her. Bailey tried to come back in to play and block it, and she got the right forearm.
That's 3 on Tanea Bailey. 8th team foul of the Lady Purples here in the second half. And it's Raven Ennis at the line for 2 shots. Barren County free throw, good. 36-33 Bowling Green, 6:28 to go in the championship game. And Raven Ennis back at the charity line. She's got 11 points all here in the second half. Free throw comes off. Rebound to James. Gets rid of it to Husky. Now Husky feeds it up court to Gray. Comes out to the middle of the court to set it up. 3-point lead for Bowling Green, 36-33. 6:14 left. Here's a pass in the corner. Bailey wants to shoot the 3 and had it blocked out of bounds by Varney.
Good recovery.
The Bowling Green will keep the basketball. as James will toss it in left side of the bucket. Comes in the corner to Tisdale. Tisdale out front to Gray. Gray against Ennis. Trying to dribble around her. Goes down the lane. Throws up the shot. Going to get a blocking foul on somebody.
Probably put it on Hughes there at the end of the play. Couldn't get her body parallel to take a charge.
It's 2 on Emma Hughes and 2 on the Trojanetts here in the second half. Gray at the line, a 68% foul shooter on the season for the Lady Purples. First one goes up, it's good. Makes it 37-33, Bowling Green. Gray at the line for one more. As Gray puts it in the air, got them both. Makes it 38-33, Bowling Green. 6 minutes to go in the championship. Ennis with the basketball, dribbling left, reversing back right. Throws it out to Varney, can't shoot the three. Covered up by Tisdale. She wants to drive, and the ball gets loose. Varney down to the floor, whistle, timeout.
Good, quick reaction by Piper.
5:48 remaining as we take a Southern Lanes Bowling Alley timeout. Bowling Green's Fun Center awaits. Enjoy laser tag, bumper cars, arcade bar, snack bar, billiards, and of course bowling. Great place for parties. Ask about the $99 birthday special at Southern Lanes Bowling Alley in Bowling Green. And the Lady Purples on top right here, 38-33, 5:48 still to go.
Yeah, Bowling Green's largest lead was 7. Ours was 5 way back in the first when we jumped out on them early. That's Piper's second timeout. She used one back in the second quarter for a rest break. That one to save a possession, as we'll have it out under. And to find a way to cut into a Bowling Green 5-point lead right now. And the offensive side of the ball has been tough for us to find good shots.
Fourth quarter brought to you by Gary Forrest Paint and Body Shop behind the post office across from Greenwood High and Vanderbilt Drive. They are iCar Gold certified and work with most all major insurance companies, and it's nowhere near the roundabout. Trojanetts down 5. Ball comes out in the corner to Elmore. Had an open look at a three. Throws it way back out to Varney. Goes right side with it to Ennis. She can't shoot the three as Bailey picks her up. Ennis throws it back to Varney. Trying to penetrate left of the lane. Throws up the left-handed shot. Too strong against the window. And we'll get a foul as Husky came out of there with it. Got double teamed. And the foul is on Hughes?
Yes.
That's 3 on Emma Hughes and 3 on the Trojanetts here in the second half. 5:33 to go.
Got to make those layups. I know it was tough, but we got to make those to cut into it.
Yeah. And Bailey works it up court. Weaving through traffic. Dishes it off over the right side to Husky. Out it comes to Gray. 3 in the air. No good. And James with a rebound. James got, elbowed Varney right in the nose.
The official wasn't watching. He was looking out front.
And now Gray will back it out with 5:15 remaining. Gray out to Tisdale. Almost picked up by Murphy. They go in the left corner there to Bailey. Bailey had it smacked out of her hands by Murphy. It comes up to Elmore. Elmore's going to drive to the basket and is out of bounds off of Gray and out of bounds as she reached in and ripped it away.
Yeah, she had a right hand on her side, her waist the whole time. We got to have an official trailing there catching up to see that.
Ennis will toss it in right of the bucket. Comes into Hughes and back out to Murphy. Back to Ennis. 3 ball in the air. No good. Comes off to James.
Yeah, there's no weak side rebounding over her.
And Tisdale will leave it out with Gray at 4:42 to play here in this championship game.
They're going to slow it down on us.
As Murphy applying pressure on Gray out front with 4.5 minutes to play. They go in the corner to Tisdale. Now Tisdale trying to go baseline, whistle, and a foul on Elmore, trying to cut her off. Be her second. That's only the 4th team foul at Barren County here in the second half.
We're going to switch zones, probably go to 2-3 out of this underneath out of bounds.
And trying to get the ball in place, Bailey. And I think she bounced it on the inline.
That's a good call, Jay. That's
right underneath the basket.
Yeah. Our kids forced that, though. We pushed James really underneath the goal, and when she made that bounce pass to try to assist, she was out of bounds.
Katie Elmore with the basketball for the Trojanetts in the front court. Goes left side with it. Ennis, that ball almost thrown away. Ennis will fire up a 3-point shot. It's an air ball. May have got tipped. I don't know. but nobody really arguing the call.
No, I thought the way it came back across, it looked like she did. I mean, although she was a little off balance. We've forced shots the last 4 or 5 possessions, haven't we? Yeah. It's not how we need to get back in the game, down 5.
Tisdale gets the ball in play to Bailey. She's in a trap, throws it back to Tisdale, lobs it up to Gray. Gray had it smacked away from Ennis for just a moment, and then we're going to have a reach on Elmore. Where's it on? Varney. Varney, her first, team's 5th. So Bowling Green will keep the basketball with 4:01 to play. We're halfway through the 4th quarter, and Bowling Green with a 5-point lead. As Bailey gets the ball right into Tisdale, and she puts it in.
Yeah, we got to communicate. Our 2 bigs, we're both focused. We throw it away.
And a steal. Gray's got it for Bowling Green. We threw it away on the inbounds pass. And they give it back out to Tisdale. It matches their largest lead at 7. 40-33 with 3:45. Taken away by Murphy. Murphy against Gray. Goes to the basket. Missed the layup. Rebound comes off to Tisdale as Murphy tried to go for the loose ball. It's out of bounds. Tisdale falls down. Complaining it went off Murphy, but it's going to be Barren County's ball with 3:37 left.
I think that's a give and take. Murphy got fouled, and then Murphy fouled Tisdale. Neither called was a play on, so we'll get the ball back. We got to score. We got to find a way to score right now.
And Elmore gets the ball in play to Hughes. Now Hughes going to the right side of the floor against Gray. Brings it back out front, gives it to Elmore. Elmore working around the screen, gives it to Hughes, fakes, drives, lost the handle, and here's Husky with it for Bowling Green.
We got to make plays within our role right now. I think that's the biggest thing we're doing. We're trying to.
And Bowling Green's going to call a timeout with 3:17 to play, up 40-33 over the Barren County Trojanetts. And this is a Southern Lanes Bowling Alley timeout. Boys Sweet 16 starts Wednesday at Rupp Arena in Lexington. First game has Knott County Central against Elizabethtown. Madison Central against Louisville Ballard. Clark County and Oldham County. Bowling Green will play University Heights at 1 o'clock Central Time Wednesday in Rupp Arena. The lower bracket has Boyle County against Paintsville. Knox Central against Ashland. Bullitt East and McCracken County. Highlands plays the winner of Muhlenberg County, Owensboro Catholic. That game going on right now at the Owensboro Sports Center. Of course, the girls' state basketball tournament will start a week from Wednesday at Rupp Arena in Lexington. 3 teams have already advanced to the Sweet 16. Franklin County out of Region 11, Marshall County out of Region 1, and Russell out of Region 16. Well, there's still 3:17 left, and Trojanetts down 7 here to the defending 4-3 champs, Bowling Green.
Been outscored 7-4 this quarter. When you're already down 4, that doesn't help a whole lot.
Nope.
Time is going to start becoming a factor. We're going to have to force Bowling Green into turnovers. They have turned it over some today, 7 of them. But you got to cash in after that. It's been the making shots part that's really difficult. How many field goals we have? Just 1 in this quarter?
We only have 1 in this quarter. Yeah. Raven Ennis has scored all but 3 points in the second half. And Tanea Bailey will toss it in for Bowling Green as it comes out to James. She hands it right back to her. Goes in the corner to Husky. 3-point shot in the air. No good. Rebound comes off to Varney. Varney on the dribble for the Trojanetts. Down the left side, reverses back. Now gives it out to Ennis. Had it smacked loose by Tisdale for just a moment. Now Ennis trying to make a move and gives it off to Varney. Goes inside. Foul on James. Her 3rd. Bowling Green's 9th of the second half. 2:57 to play. Barren County down 7. Varney at the line with a clock stop. She has not scored in the second half. She scored 11 points in the first half. 0 for 2 this afternoon from the charity stripe. Free throw is good.
Looked a lot better than the first 2 she threw up there.
40-34. And Varney back at the charity stripe for one more. Takes her time. Puts it in the air, and it is bouncing in. Had a high bounce and fell in.
Take it.
40-35. Tisdale gets the ball in play to James and threw it over to Bailey on the right side. 2:53 left in the game. 40-35 Bowling Green. Here's Bailey with a shot over the rim, taken by Varney.
Easy now.
Varney now holds up. Crossover dribble right. trying to get around Tisdale. Cut off down low. Throws it out to London. Three-pointer in the air. He is coming off the rim. And we got a whistle and a foul on Barren County.
Yeah, that's the right call, and they'll go to the 1-and-1 line as Emma reached over and tried to get the miss. The threes haven't been there this afternoon for either team. We've just got two and can't find another one.
And Emma Hughes, that was her fourth foul. We're down to 2:34 left. Bowling Green with a 5-point lead.
Excuse me, I thought it was 1-and-1, but they'd already put the foul on the board, I guess.
And Bailey having trouble picking up the basketball, gives to Tisdale. Murphy cuts her off. She'll give it up to Gray. Now Gray, and having some trouble. She's in a trap, gets rid of it to Tisdale. Tisdale on the right side, dribbles it down halfway, throws it back out to Gray. And now out to Husky. Over the left side, they give it to Bailey. She fakes, she drives in, goes to the basket, puts it up, and rolled off the rim. James puts it back up. It's blocked, but a foul.
Not a terrible foul, honestly. They just couldn't get her out of there. And they'll give it to Raven.
And that's 3 on Raven Ennis, 7 on the Trojanetts here in the second half.
Although James is a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, she hit 2 in a row back in the second quarter. That one's no good. Scored 12 points in the first half, has only scored a bucket here in the second half. And James back at the line for one more. And it's up, and it is good.
6-point game.
41-35. 2:10 to go. Murphy gets rid of it to Varney. Trying to get around Tisdale. Going underneath. Puts up the shot. Blocked by Tisdale. Grabbed by Gerald's. Gerald's now will dribble it around. Gives it over to London. In the corner to Varney. She can't shoot the three. Minute 55 left. Comes back up to Gerald's. And Gerald's loses a handle down on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball possession there on the Bowling Green.
They're swarming us right now. Ball pressure was the number one thing on our list, was to handle ball pressure. And it's not the man guarding you. It's the off-ball pressure right now that's reaching in and causing turnovers.
Yeah. Ball comes into Gray. Gray being chased in the backcourt. She's in a trap. The whistle going to have a reach-in foul on Ennis.
Tough foul.
And that's 4 on Raven Ennis. That'll be 8 on the Trojanetts here in the second half with a minute 46 remaining. So Bowling Green will walk to the free throw line. It'll be Kaya Gray, who's 2 for 2 this afternoon. A 6-point Bowling Green lead. One of the bonus for Kaya Gray. Shot is on the way. It is no good. Rebound, Ennis. Trojanetts down 2 possessions. London, 3 in the air. No, way off the mark. Rebound to James. Dribbling up court with it. 2-on-1 break. And it's Bailey having to go chase it down to the left side. Back out it comes to Gray. A minute and a half to go. And London applying pressure now. Reaches in and fouls Gray.
We're taking some tough shots the second half. Tough shots that we probably wouldn't take any other game. And when they don't go in, it makes it tough.
Kaya Gray, who missed the front end of the 1-and-1 there a moment ago. We'll have one of the bonus here. 1:24 left. Bowling Green up 41-35. And the shot goes up, and it's good. 42-35.
Is this their largest lead if they hit this at 8?
It will be. And it's on the way, and she got it. 43-35. Bowling Green, a minute 24.
3-possession game. Got to go.
It will be tough. It's Elmore driving, going to the bucket, puts it up, missed the layup. Rebound to Tisdale. She's going to be fouled. With 1:15 remaining.
Had her chances, really, be honest with you, but just not scored enough this quarter. We've had 2 single-digit quarters, the second quarter and this one.
Only 1 field goal the fourth quarter for Barren County. Tisdale's free throw on the way, good.
And they're making free throws.
They are 6 of 8 from the foul line here in the fourth quarter. They also knocked down a 3-point shot. 44-35, Bowling Green. And Tisdale puts it up, and it comes off. Rebound comes off long to Elmore. Going to have to hurry. It's Elmore, and she walked.
They covered up a passing lane. She didn't throw it.
1:09 left. As Tisdale will toss it in. And we got a foul.
Katie Murphy holding. That was Gray.
And that's her second. Double bonus for Bowling Green with 1:09 to play. So Kaya Gray back at the line. 4 out of 5 for the stripe this afternoon. And shot goes up, and it is no good. She'll get one more, though.
We've seen crazier things in the last few weeks. So we don't need to hang our head. We need to keep fighting and competing here.
Anything can happen a minute 9. And this one is up and good for Gray. Just got to get some shots up quick. 45-35 Bowling Green, taking too much time. It's Elmore. Giving it off to Varney. Varney has it smacked away and stolen by Gray. She's out in the open floor. She's going to go in for the left-handed layup. It is good. That will do it right there. 47-35, Bowling Green. And it's Hughes out of the corner, fired away for 3, and she hits it.
Timeout. Piper gets back to single digits.
Oak Tree 3 for Emma Hughes, the only senior on the basketball team for Barren County. Trims the lead to 9, 47-38 with 45.7 to play.
Don't want to write this one down in an ink pen yet, but you know, when you think about the season, a lot of people probably didn't have us in this game, losing one of your all-time leading scorers that you had to replace, losing Macy within the first 5 games of the year, who was going to be a starter. Barney has excelled this year. Who was going to be a reserve. He gets thrown into a starting role, and then you have 2 8th graders in Gerald's and Elmore, and Emma Hughes has been basically your 5 player. You're playing your 5 spot. Emma is not your normal height for a 5 or a big at 5'6", and she's guarding James and Tisdale, who really, I mean, that's just a tough matchup. So in a lot of ways, like our boys, I think we overachieved. You know, James at 5'11", Tisdale at 5'11". You give up 5-6 inches in a high school game, and especially in the girls' game, that's ginormous.
And you know, really, Bowling Green will only lose after this season Kaya Gray, as far as those that play a lot. And Tisdale, James, Husky, Bennett all back next year.
It should be these 2 teams for quite a while.
You think it would be, yeah. Bailey has it in the backcourt. She'll get it down the floor. Wide open shot is Husky, and she puts it in.
They gambled and couldn't get the steal out front.
49-38, Bowling Green. 3 by Gerald's air ball. Saved on the baseline by Murphy. Gives it to Elmore. Now Elmore circles around. Going underneath. Has a shot blocked from behind by Tisdale and out of bounds with 23.9 to play. Emma Hughes coming back in for Katie Gerald's for the final 23.9 seconds. And the ball comes out in the corner to Elmore. Well, she should have shot it, but didn't. And they try to give it to Murphy, and it's stolen away. Tisdale with 15 seconds to play. Tisdale fires it down. Here's Bailey going under, putting it up, blocked, a foul with 11.3. On Katie Murphy, and that puts Tanea Bailey at the line. She's only a 36% foul shooter. Knocked down a 3 in the 4th quarter, though. Shot missed everything. Went out of bounds. And Emma Hughes comes out for Barren County, her last high school basketball game. Had a great senior year for the Trojanetts. Boy, she's been on some championship teams throughout her career.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people that have the run over 4 years that Emma had, and she's a super kid, and I'm proud of what she's been able to accomplish.
Anna's walked with it. 6.9 to play. Bowling Green will be the 4th region champs for the 2nd year in a row. And this time they'll probably get to make the trip to Rupp Arena this year as they didn't last year because of the COVID pandemic.
It's been a long, tough year for everybody, and it's not any easier to lose in the 4th region finals.
6.9 to play. Bowling Green 49, Barren County 38. And they will just dribble it out and become the 4th region champs for the 2nd year in a row and their 3rd in 4 years. Bowling Green 49, Barren County 38. The Trojanetts season comes to an end here at the 4th region championship game, finishing up at 20-8. And the player of the game, let's go to Brian Webb.
Well, everything got cut short last year, Meadow, and you had a great tournament last